Hello. So, do you guys remember this guy? Yeah? The Toys R Us Battle Pack 2-part thing. You remember that? Good. Okay, well, just keep that in mind. Because I went out the other day and I bought some things. I went a little bit silly, bought too many things. But here's a couple of things I bought. And we'll start with Battle Pack 2-pack Bumblebee. Because that's a thing. And it's a nice enough representation of the figure. It's, not terrible. It's not amazing, but, there's a couple of gaps here I'm not a huge fan of, but there are reasons for these things, so, yeah. And it comes with the ridiculous thing, which I've already got combined as a weapon for him. Which kind of goes there. Pew, pew. Okay. Which is some kind of... I think it'd be some kind of gun, because there's only a handle here, there's not a handle at the back, so... Big pew pew? I don't know. So I'll put that down for now. Transforming! Yay! This is where it gets a little bit fiddly. There's... These doors, just... If you get them out of the way, they don't seem to want to go anywhere except where they feel like going at that exact second in time. And that can be a pain. So you get the doors out of the way and then you fold the bonnet up. Why are you catching on everything and anything just because you're in front of a camera? Get these up, and you gotta kind of get these around these little lumps here that stick out, and they kind of stop the doors from going too far. Fine, but you gotta kind of then bring them over the top and push them against the side window, and then just bring that up, and that'll make the door wings if you can't tell. Turn it around, bring the shoulders loose, fold this little flap behind his head back. There's that. Pardon me. Turn the waist around, fold out the toes. Oh yeah. I forgot to put the heels away when I transformed him. Because there are heels that fold out. I forgot to put them away when I transformed him before this review. Because I'm an idiot. But there are heels. If you're wondering why he's falling over, there are actually heels, and he does stand. And you end up with this, which is okay, I guess. It's not terrible, it's not great, but it's okay. Looks a bit shoddy from the back, but fine. But, I don't know, it's fine, there's nothing really wrong with it, but, like the arms, you can't, because if you want to get the arm forward, you got to bring it out to there somewhere, and then it's always pointed inboard. I don't know, can you get these out? Yeah, that's a bit more natural. Just these things are a pain. They get in the way. Pardon me. And of course, you can get them to hold this thing. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, I don't... But it comes to bits, because it's armour and stuff, yay. And this is where I get a little bit nervous. Right, take this piece off the back, pull this up the side, this off the side, unpeg that, and unpeg that. These peg into two holes. There are 2 holes there with 2 pegs. They're a little bit snug. And then you've got the arm pieces, which... There you go. So, this will go on there, for some reason. And that's the other one. Go on. We'll go on this side. Pardon me. These plug into the shins. Someone's got a puppy going mental outside. Fair enough. I don't think you'll be able to pick that up, but I can hear it. Then this just pegs into the massive holes in the body. No, the other one's lower down. Yeah, and then he's got a little, almost shotgun-looking thing, but yeah, itchy nose, itchy nose. There we go. Sorry about that. Professionalism is not a word I'm familiar with. And he ends up like that, and he can go pew, pew. And why does he look very avian, like little wings, big, sort of feathery wing helmet thing, and I don't know what those are on his shins. I don't understand this one at all. I'll be honest with you. I mean, that kind of looks like a samurai or something. That kind of makes sense. This just looks a bit... Yeah, we'll put him over there. He did come with a minicon, Major Mayhem. But I'm going to do the minicons in a separate video because everyone seems to love minicons. As much as I say the Galaxy shifters get good views, I've got one video that's literally got like 130 views. Believe it or not, because I don't. And that is back hammer and backtrack with all the armour and stuff. It's just a video dedicated to them. And it's got loads of 130 views. So, anyway. What else I got was Grimlock, same line. And he's quite a passable little Grimlock. I almost almost passed him up. I almost said no, I don't want him. Because the minicon he came with is a different colour version of Back, the Cyclone minicon. But it's still called Back. But he's too good to turn down, so I had to take him. And I've got his armour pieces, but I've got them like in bits. Because when you put them into the combined mode, they're not the easiest things to take apart. So I won't show you what it does. I can tell you what it does. It doesn't look very good, so don't worry about that. Transformation. So we shall split the tail. Come on. Split. Split the tail. Hooray! And bring the heels out of the body there. They do tab in really well, to be fair. They go in a lot further than you think they do to fill in this gap. And yeah. Why am I doing that? I'm an idiot. You can basically ignore the tail and stuff for now. We'll pretend I haven't done that. First things first, bring these little arms down a bit. And bring the shoulder pieces from the side. It's very, very much like the warrior class version. Very much. Bring this up. Tap it into place. Shove these little arms back and out of the way. There you go. Although it doesn't seem to want to hold as well. I'm just going to do the arms and stuff now, because, like I said, it's very much like the warrior class figure. If you got the warrior class figure, you know how this goes. So yeah, bring it down, turn that around, and get the... Why is it fighting with me now? Camera, typical. Get the hands out. Hooray! Now you split the tail. And pull that out the back. And bring it down. Well, shouldn't really bring it down. Split it when it's about halfway. And then you can fold these on the double hinge down, and they kind of just tab in. Just about. They tab in. Okay? And then we get the legs. And as per usual, just fold the head back. There he is. He's a nice little Grimlock. A very nice little Grimlock. When you think that, compared to the swivels and stuff on the original, ball joint in there, ball joint in here, ball joint, ball joint. The only thing that isn't a ball joint is the head swivel. But yeah, the knees, for the transformation, you can only really sort of kink them inwards to get the knees together to form the the back of the tail when they're about 50% bent. If you try and do it before then, like the first time I did it, I went, oh, I'll push these together. Popped it straight out the ball joint, and then had a very nerve-wracking 5 minutes trying to get it back in, because it's quite a finicky little ball joint. It didn't like it very much. It really didn't. So that's him. He's quite cool. He's quite cool indeed. We'll go for the armour, because it's quite cool. So we'll get this little fiddly bit, and it goes in there. Is that the right one? No, it's the other side. Sorry. These bits look pretty much the same, but they do feel the way they'll fit. You'll be able to tell when you get hold of it. With the big lump across the top and the little sort of thin bits hanging down. Stick that on there, because it fits. Get these pieces, and they go on the sides. I'm being vague about what things are, because I'll show you later when I combine them. And there's a fly going around. Hooray! Thanks, fly. Thanks for making a guest appearance. And these pieces plug into the shoulders. You may have guessed what this is if you haven't seen it already. Come on. Look. Look into the shoulders, and then this piece basically plugs into the two massive holes either side of his head. And that's him in his armour. And I gotta tell you, I like it. I like it a lot. It's this proper sort of Conan barbarian kind of feel. It works. I mean, look at the horns on the helmet, and the armour and the shoulder pads and the big stupid claws. And I like this one. I like this one a lot. Ah, man. Yeah, that works. This is good. This is very good. Just a shame I've got to take all this off now to show you the things combined. Which is a little bit finicky, but whatever. Whatever. Come on. I know you look awesome on there, but come on. Nearly dropped it. And you. To me. There we go. Anyone who got the to me reference, you're as old as I am, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. Okay, so get these, because it's not obvious what these are, is it, children? No, not obvious at all. Plug those together, and wait, that's starting to look like something. Plug this in that side. Plug this in this side, and tab those two together. Because that doesn't look like anything, does it? No, that'd be silly. That'd be very silly. Wouldn't do that. Get this, and they're kind of angled. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this. Like that. And then these pieces at the back here are angled again. So it only really gives you one option of where to put them. So if you start thinking, where does this go? Yeah, it kind of tells you. Is that right? I think so. Then this piece has got the two big slots in the back there. And that goes onto two little tabs sticking out the back there. And it turns into a big dino head. Raw. With opening and closing jaw. So for the dinosaur mode, it literally just sort of like plonks on top of the head. Doesn't seem to grip very well, but that's what it does, and it doesn't look very good. Now, if I've done this properly, which I think I have, what it does now is it basically clips into these little slotted pieces on the side of the arm with these tabs here, which don't look like anything but part of the robot mode. It's part of the armour. But they tab in. And now he's got a big bitey dinosaur hand. Raw! Yeah. You, Bumblebee, look like sissy. You look okay. So, yeah, he's actually really good. I mean, if you can get him and you haven't got the other version of back, get him, because he's well worth getting. Bumblebee, Even his arms just being pure black. If they'd put some yellow on there, I don't know. He feels very lazy, which is a shame. And I actually brought size comparisons this time, so we'll get these three. And we'll get the swipe, stand. I know I put you down awkwardly, but don't bend your knees, stand. And the Bumble. Stay. And the Grimsy. And yeah, I mean, if you weren't dedicated to getting the warrior class versions, these guys would do, except for that one, but he's really good. He's pretty good. You might like him more than me, but I find him a little bit fiddly and just not that fun. This guy's fun. So, on that note, considering this has been over 15 minutes of me talking dribble, I shall be ugly, I shall be wretched, and I will return to do the mini-cons and such in the next one. Bye-bye!